Alright, so today we're going to learn the group by statement, how to aggregate, how to query data to get information based on a particular group of items. Okay, so it's for when you have problems like you want to find the total number of these for this group, or the average number of these for this group, or the count of so so and so things for this group. So whenever you're thinking of a group of items, you're going to be grouping by. Okay, so that's the aggregation commands like count, marks, and all the rest. So let's start from, of course, we're still using our dim employee. So I want to see, let's say I want to see what is the total number of employees that are male or female, right? I want to see the number of male or female employees. Now remember what we did in the video when we learned on more select items, more select statement. We could just use a simple count, but now I want to see for male and female. Okay, so I want to see from dim employee, I want to see for the different genders, okay, what is the count? How many of each gender do we have? How many of each gender do we have? So if I do this, it is only going to give me the numbers alone without the groups. So which means that I don't know which was for female, which was for male. So to get that right, you're going to add your gender before it. So I now have this 87 females and 209 males. Okay, as employee count. Okay, so there are other aggregation functions that we can also include, like average, sum, max, and all the rest. So if we want to see the sum of total vacation hours, so what we want to see the vacation hours, total vacation hours for the different genders. So we now have employee count and total vacation hours. Okay. And total vacation hours. Okay, so this is how it simply works in the basic sense. If I want to do something like this still for let's say, okay, this time around for marital status, so we're saying so let me develop a question. What is the average base rate and maximum base rate of the different marital of the employees based on their marital status. Okay. So the moment you start seeing questions like based on this, or each of these, or group by this, you're thinking about the group by statement. Okay, that may help you easily pick out what we're looking for. So if we are saying, let's say the average base rate of each marital status, you're grouping by, let's see the different maximum base rates of the employees based on your thinking group by. Okay, so select from dim employee. We want to group by, so what we said is for the different marital status, group by marital status. And what we want to see, of course, we want the different marital statuses to show. We want to see their maximum base rates, and we want to see, okay, their average. want to see their average base rate as well. So let's call this average base rate, and let's call this max base rate. So you now have the average base rate and the average base rate and the maximum base rate. Okay, so that's how the group by statement works. Now you can also group by multiple items. What do we mean? We want the average, base rates of the genders. We want the average base rate of the genders for the different marital status. Now we now have two things we want to group by here. So okay, let's do this for more than one line. So if you want to make a comment for more than one line, this is how you do it. But make sure you end it. Okay. So we want to see the average base rate of genders for the different marital statuses. Now take note that we have two things that we're doing here. We have genders. So we want to group by genders of the gender. So in other words, of the different genders and of the different marital statuses. So once again, we are going to say select from dim employee, which is our table. But this time around, we are grouping by gender, which is not difficult to understand for us. But we also have marital status there, so we are grouping by two items. So it's very much possible to group by two items, and we have gender, marital status, and then we want to see the average. We want to see the average base rate. So this is going to give us the average base rate of the genders for the different marital status. So you have female married, so this is married female, you have this, married male, you have this, female single, you have this, and male single, you have this. So let's alias this as average base rate. So that's how you group for multiple items. You can now see that the average married female earns more than the male married male, and the average single female earns more than the average single male. Okay, let's try one more example. All right, so let's see what we can do just for more understanding. Let's see what we can do. Maybe I want to see okay, we have something like department name here. So maybe I want to see the average sick leave hours. I want to see the average of flag. I don't know if, I think maybe flag is, okay, it's all one, all through. Okay. So maybe I want to see the average vacation hours for, I want to see the average vacation hour for the different genders in the different departments. Okay. I want to see the average vacation hours for the different genders in the different departments. So let's derive that question. So we want the average vacation hours of the different genders in each department. So now you're seeing those keywords like each and different. Okay, so sometimes those are the keywords that can help you easily pick out, okay, this is what I want to do. Okay, so you have different genders, you have each department. So we want to group by, I want department first, so I have department name, and then I also want to group by gender. Okay, and we say we want the average vacation hours. Now if I do this alone, it's only going to give me the result, so I'm now going to add department, so put a comma to make it easier, department name and gender. So department name and gender. If I run this gives me my result. So I now have, for each of the department name, so let's say AVG vacation hours. Now to take it up a bit, I want to order it by department name. Order by department name. So and I have, so each department, female, average vacation hours, and so on and so forth. So this is that for what we want. Okay, so we've ordered by group name. Now what if I want to see, so as part of filtering, I want to see only those groups that their vacation hours is above 50. I want to see only those groups that their average vacation hours is greater than 50. I want to see only those groups that their average vacation hours is greater than 50. Now it's filtering, but because what we want to filter is from an aggregated command, we are not going to use the where statement, we are going to use the having statement. Okay, so we are going to say having this, which is what we are considering, having this greater than 50. So this is now going to give me information of the average vacation hours of the different department name and genders for only those that their average vacation hours is greater than 50. So you can now see the ones that the average vacation hours is greater than 50. So from our next video, we are going to begin to learn how to join these various functions together, including group by, order by, where, having, and how are they supposed to be ordered, and how do we solve problems and questions from there. See you on the next video, guys.